Welcome back, everybody. I am EonShiKeno. We got another game here between aTnSocke and EGPuMa. We're on Shattered Temple, the remade version of Lost Temple. If you've played Starcraft 2 since the beginning, it used to be a Lost Temple map. They did some changes to it, but I definitely like the newer version. The old version was really imbalanced with those high cliffs. That was a challenge. So aTnSocke down here in the bottom position. And his opponent close by air up over here. EGPuMa. Been dominating as of late. Definitely has a lot of possible openings here, TvP, but I think Puma definitely favors just the Marine Marauder medevac. That's kind of his bread and butter. That's most Terran's bread and butter. Mech just really hasn't come into much play versus Protoss players. But, you know, Marine Marauder medevac has been around since the beta, and it's continued to produce results. So, you know, Terran players stick with what works, obviously. Corona boosting some probes out over here for aTnSocke. Sake, however you want to pronounce it. I prefer the silent E. I just like aTnSocke. Keeps it simple. So we're going to have a refinery being built, so no fast expansion coming from Puma. Not going to do that one barracks expand. Probe is going to get here in plenty of time to scout out all of this stuff. Marine's not going to be out in time. He's going to see that. Going to have a little duel here. Fight to the death. Oh, the probe blinks first. Falls back. SCV, world reigning heavyweight champion of the universe of Starcraft 2. It's like aTnSocke is not going to make any zealots, at least not yet. Maybe just going to go for that first stalker opening. Puma going to go in there and do some scouting. Actually, zealot is now coming out, so just delayed it just a little bit. Constant pro production. Once again, Puma loves that Marine on patrol there at the bottom of the ramp. Gonna get in and do all that good scouting information. Not really much to see here. Whenever you scout with the initial SCV TvP, you're usually gonna see either a, the things you want to look for. They have one gas or they have two gas. That's about all there is. And of course, their Corona boost. What are they Corona boosting? They Corona boosting their warp gates. Or they Corona boosting their nexus. That's another thing you really want to look for, actually, or their gateway. Usually they do Corona boost that stock route at least once, but just a couple things you want to look for. So that SCV is going to be able to get home. aTnSocke going for the scout here up at the front. Once again, bunker being placed by Puma. Puma loves that bunker. And is that probe going to get in? No, he's not. He was the bait. That zealot's not going to get in either. Bunker finished just in the nick of time, and that zealot looks like he's going to be not long for this world. Nope, he's going to get away. Nice control there by Puma. Not even taking a single hit. And that zealot might actually die. aTnSocke are going to show up just in the nick of time. Marines from the high ground getting some extra hits in there, and Puma's going to be forced to fall back. There he goes, he gets that first kill, and that Marine just exploding there. Is that his head? What is that? Looks like a Lego head. So aTnSocke now retreating, trying to get a little bit of scouting information in there. And uh-oh, what is this over here? Sneaky Puma. Gonna try and just build some Hellions in his opponent's base and just get some kills. That's something you gotta watch out for. If you're playing against a Terran player and you're close to air spawning positions, watch out for this stuff. They love flying factories over here. He's gonna make like 3 Hellions, and when you least expect it, those Hellions are just gonna come in your base and kill all of your probes. It's gonna be a bad day for you. So some more gateways going to go down. You have the observer going to be made out of that robotics facility pretty soon. Command center being built and a starport. Marauder coming out here for Puma. Kind of curious to see what he's going to transition into here. And it's that envision that gateway is. He sees it now. He's like, oh great, there's Hellions in my base. Run. Probe's now running for it. I like the control, sending a couple back to attack. Kind of messes up the lines for the Hellions. And good spread over here on the left. He's going to get how many kills? 4 kills on this guy, 3 kills on this one. He's actually, kills are racking up here. Going to try and give it here to the right side. Nice force field from aTnSocke. And he's not paying attention. Another probe gets the block. He's going to get revenge for all his buddies. And another Hellion showing up. Maybe going to try and clean up the life here. Most of these guys are full HP though, so this Hellion is just going to do some scouting. Once again, another force field. Doesn't even want to see that expansion. Sock is going to clean this up without losing too many units. I think he lost a decent amount of workers. Actually killed 9. That's kind of big. Yeah, that actually was pretty effective there for Puma. Sacrificing, was at 3 Hellions for 8 probe kills. That's a good trade in Puma's book. So a medevac on the way, making some marauders, making 2 more barracks. And he's going to transfer some SCVs over here to this expansion as soon as it finishes. So pressure now being turned on. Sokke is going to have to defend this. He's got a decent sized force here. Chrono boosting some more units out. Whoops, production tab was not on, sorry. And he's going to get a free pylon kill from the low ground. And that stalker does warp in time. Looks like he's going to save it. And he loses that, but if force fields are going to go down, he's going to trap in some of those units. But there are just too many units there. Force fields don't do any damage. Too many units there. And gets a stalker kill. So this is going very well for Puma once again. Observer flying in here. You're going to see the extra barracks. He's going to have to assume, you know what? Puma's going to do the exact same thing again. He's going to go that Marine Marauder medevac. Trying to make another Hellion. He's going to get it in there. You know, this is half used for harassing, half used for scouting. Very useful tactic. You know, why not use your factory? It's just flying around most of the time. If you're not going to use it to make Marine Marauders or medevacs, might as well make some Hellions in your opponent's base with it and scout around on top of it. So flying around in the back position, you can kind of keep an eye on these mineral patches, see when his opponent mines out. Very useful information to have. Puma taking out those rocks, maybe going to set up a third. Yep, looks like he's going to set up a third here at the gold. It's going to provide a nice boost to his economy. Hasn't taken this 4th gas yet. There's that reactor. Just going to go ahead and make a reactor straight on the starport there. Usually makes that on the factory and swaps it, but you know what? That guy's across the map. Looks like we're going to have some drops here. Puma setting up for some drops. Looks like he's got 4 Marauders heading over here to the right. Going to flank around. Bunker going down to the front of Puma's base. Worried about some type of 6 gate. Actually, wouldn't be a 6 gate because he saw the robotics facility, but maybe some type of big aggressive attack. Scan going to go down. He's aware of what he's up against. Sokke trying to scout out so many drops with those observer, but as I don't think he saw it. Drops coming over here from the right. Stem is finished. He may get a stalker kill and just jump out of there. There he goes. He's gonna, yep, he's gonna snipe a stalker and get a second stalker, then pick up and fly out of there. Yes, only losing 1 Marauder for 2 stalkers. Good trade in my book. Another drop coming over here from the left. He's gonna be able to take up this pylon. Once again, too close to the edge. And that pylon is going to go down. Yep, there it goes. And actually, that supply block Sokke, so not only did he do that, but oh no, he's going to lose the medevac. Oh, nice control there from Puma backing up, and he's going to kill some more stalkers here. And still supply block from Sokke, actually, not anymore. You know, Puma's doing him a favor, killing some of his own units, fixing that supply block, and Puma with some excellent micro over here on the left, going to kill that. Drop over here on the left. Looks like the medevac died. These guys are going to get taken out, though. Marauder's still alive over here on the left, killing quite a few units. 3 kills on this guy, even. Let's check the old workers' kill count. Up to 13 now versus 2. So 4 more kills since that first Hellion attack. Seems like Sokke's been just indefinitely trapped in his base from these drops. Taking down these back destructible rocks, maybe setting up for a third. Wait, I thought he was building a base here. I guess he changed his mind. Maybe that SCV was there just to repair the medevac and nothing else. Sokke's going to scout out all this good information. He's going to see that. And he's going to try and follow all these units. This is a pretty sizable force coming here from Puma. We can check the units tab. 58 SCVs versus 45 probes, 8 Marauders, 18 Marines, 1 Ghost, 10 Stalkers. You can read Sokke's going to have to get some pretty excellent force fields. He's going to have to watch out here and not get jumped by that Ghost wherever he is. Doesn't want to group up those sentries too much. And keep those Zelts in the front, obviously. That's nice. Oh, actually sniping that observer off. He's got more observers over here. He sees this one over here on the left. That one's still going, and it looks like he's setting up to do another drop. And this Once again, this factory finally dying. Thing was so useful this game. Upgrades coming on for aTnSocke. Colossus on the way, so aTnSocke's sticking to that build style he likes. The mostly gateway with a couple Colossus added in. Third gonna go down, just a little bit behind Puma's. Puma's got a pretty sizable force, up by about, actually it was up by 30 supply after a couple warp-ins. Zealots now finishing. EMP is going to blink up, snipe the Stalkers. Nice job. Force fields behind the units. This was a great encounter here from aTnSocke, but I don't know. Puma may just have too many units. There are just so many medevacs healing. Look at all those forced to pull probes. He just doesn't have enough units left for aTnSocke. There were just way too many units there from Puma, but yeah, this is pretty much GG right here. And we're going to see Puma take game number 3 here versus aTnSocke and just take the series. Lickety split. Dropping some mules even. GG mules. aTnSocke GG's. There's the end of that game. aTnSocke may have lost this game, but I have to give him credit. That last engagement he had was really nice. I loved how that just looked good. I mean, he lost the game, obviously. He just didn't have enough units, but it just looked really good. He blinks the Stalkers up there, snipes the Ghosts, force fields behind, most of the units, gets those Zealots in there. Just looked like clockwork. It was really, really well executed and just didn't have enough units to make it matter. Fortunately for him, all those little drops were adding up, getting supply blocked a couple times. Puma dealing a lot of damage with that first, just 3 Hellions in your base. It's like, you know what, there's a factory over here, aTnSocke, might want to take that out, scout your base or something. Sometimes people just forget. But Puma taking this series pretty convincingly from game to game to game. Puma just was always, just a step ahead of aTnSocke, just another level above. Definitely the better player, taking the series pretty convincingly. I hope everybody enjoyed this series between aTnSocke and Puma. We have our final score, Puma taking it 3-0. So another series down here for IEM Cologne. If you guys enjoyed this commentary or the rest of them, go ahead and subscribe on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EonShiKeno. I've got some tutorials on there if you want to learn how to play Starcraft. They're on there. It's good stuff. And of course, more commentaries coming at you. See everybody later.